From Friday the 17th to Thursday the 22nd of August 2024, the bishops of the ecclesiastical province of Bamenda, together with their close collaborators, held the 76th ordinary meeting known as Bapec. Bapec stands for Bamenda Provincial Episcopal Conference. The meeting held in Archbishop's house Bamenda, presided at by His Grace Andrew Fuanya Nkea, Archbishop of Bamenda and President of Bapec. Herewith the impressions of the Archbishop and an overview from the Secretary General of Bapec, Reverend Father Giles Ngwa Forte, given at the doorstep of Archbishop's house.
It has been a privileged moment of prayer and meditation and deliberation on the pastoral issues. The bishops prayed daily during the celebration of the Eucharist in thanksgiving to God for all that we have accomplished in pastoral work, and also committing the continuation of the work of evangelization to the inspiration and guidance of the Holy Spirit, who is the principal agent of evangelization. The bishop also allotted sufficient time to the delivery of reports by the various Episcopal commissions and projects. The Commission for Education gave us the opportunity to pause and to reflect on how Catholic education, the vision, the values of Catholic education are being implemented in our ecclesiastical province. And the bishops noted with satisfaction the commitment of all the stakeholders in promoting Catholic education and making the heritage present in our time. The Commission for Health also presented the efforts that are being made to bring the healing of Christ closer to our ailing and suffering brothers and sisters in the various health institutions. The Commission for Social Affairs gave an elaborate report of activities that are being carried out in parishes to cater for the social needs of the faithful. And also, the Commission for Apostolic Workers presented a report of how the various agents of evangelization are being deployed on the field and the work that is being carried out across our parishes and other institutions. The Episcopal Commission for the Youth and the Family also gave the bishops opportunities to reflect on the health of our families and to give a message of encouragement to our many families who are trying to reflect the Christian vision of the family as a domestic church. The seminaries, the minor seminaries, the propedeutic seminary, and the major seminaries also presented a report of how formation is evolving in our various seminaries and houses of formation. And there the bishops gave directives on the formation of the priests of today and tomorrow. And at the end, the bishops have sent out a message of encouragement and given some directives for deeper engagement and commitment in the pastoral ministry. The bishops, speaking about education, reiterated their commitment to implement the mandate of Christ to teach all nations. And have also stressed that education is a fundamental human right, and Catholic education is a privileged venue for evangelization. They have called on all Christians and all people of goodwill to ensure that no one is left behind, no child is left behind as far as education is concerned, because it is a fundamental right and it is a powerful tool for the social, economic, intellectual, and spiritual development of each human being. It enables the human being to develop their full capacity and is the surest route to serve upliftment, the upliftment of society and of the individual. And the bishops have noted also that it is a grievous sin to deprive anyone of the opportunity to go to school. They encourage all communities to work together to create a safe, serene environment in which students can go to school without any interruption on the calendar. The bishop also spoke about the worthy celebration and reception of the Eucharist, because the Eucharist is the source and summit of the Christian life. For in the Eucharist is contained the greatest treasure of the Church, Christ Himself, the living bread. And so the Eucharist must be received and celebrated with the greatest respect and reverence. They have condemned the practices of indulging in occultic societies and at the same time receiving Holy Communion, because as St. Paul says, you cannot feed on the table of the devil and feed on the table of the Lord. The bishops also send out a message of hope and encouragement to all the people of the Northern and Southwest who have received degrading treatment and who are now in a situation of conflict. They express their spiritual closeness with all those who are suffering and pray that the situation will be restored, the situation of peace will be restored. To the perpetrators of these degrading human acts, the bishops remind them that dialogue is better than the expression of passion. And they have exhorted Christians to continue to pray and not to allow themselves to be inhabited by hatred and the desire to revenge. We should pray for them, and God, whom nothing is impossible, will give us peace. The bishops also announce the celebration of the Jubilee, the year of Jubilee next year, and of the 25th anniversary of the provincial pastoral plan, which will be celebrated in the Diocese of Oyo. There will be further details of the entire program in the coming days. And to conclude, the bishops are also grateful to the faithful for the contributions that they have made to keep the seminaries going over the years, the enormous sacrifice which they have made. And they remind the faithful that they are part of the discernment process. They are part of the formation of the future priest. They have a contribution to make as the domestic church and as an ecclesial community within which the seeds of vocation are sown, they are nurtured, they grow, and I should say they are also harvested, because eventually those who are ordained, they come and work among the people of God. So I think in a nutshell, these are some of the major points that were highlighted during our discussion at the 76th meeting of Bapec.
For the ordinary meeting of Bapec, we have looked at all these things generally, and we are very, very happy. But then there is still a massive work of evangelization undone. And with this massive work of evangelization undone, we have taken some strategies to bring the gospel to the doorsteps of the people. There are two things we have emphasized on. The first one is the celebration of the Jubilee year, which begins in 2025 January, and also it coincides secondly with the 25th anniversary of our provincial pastoral plan. So the celebration of the Jubilee, the Universal Church Jubilee of the year of the Jubilee, and the celebration of the Silver Jubilee of our provincial pastoral plan, those are two very important aspects of evangelization which we have discussed. And we'll be sending out programs in the near future about what should be done and what the people should do to prepare for the celebration of these jubilees, both at the national level, the provincial level, diocesan level, and the universal level, the level of the Universal Church. The Holy Father, Pope Francis, has analyzed a whole program for the whole year. This is published by Archbishop Episcopal, who is in charge of this Jubilee year in the Universal Church. But we have also taken decisions for the national church, especially the upcoming national pilgrimage to Marienberg in the context of the Jubilee year, which will come up on the 27th of April 2025. The visit, we have discussed also the visit of the bishops to the Diocese of Buea in January 2025, that means the bishops of Cameroon. And then we have also decided about the provincial celebration of the Jubilee year, which will be combined with the 25th anniversary of the pastoral plan. These are all things that we have discussed, and as I say, we are looking forward with a lot of hope for the coming of the Jubilee year 2025.
From the commission you heard, are there any new strategies that concerns your commission, the continuous evangelization and other aspects?
I heard the commission, which is called Provincial Episcopal Commission for Catechetical and Pastoral Affairs, PECPA. And PECPA is one of those commissions which oversee the pastoral life of the diocese. I must be honest to tell you that it is the commission of PECPA that made the proposal for the celebration of the Jubilee, both at the universal level, provincial level, and diocesan levels. So PECPA has also happily presented to the bishops the new copies of the Pidgin Prayer Book. We have successfully printed 100,000 copies again for our province, and this is good news for all our Christians who have been looking for the Pidgin Prayer Book. And PECPA also gave a presentation of the accounts of how the hymnals were printed and are being distributed. So we exhort all our Christians to get these books, and which will help them in their liturgical life of worship and prayer.
Thank you for watching. Please follow us for more by simply clicking on the subscribe button below this video. Father JB Tanlaka III for Radio Evangelium Kumo Online. Stay blessed.